So always remember to conclude that, okay, after all of this being said, this and this and this is my conclusion. Conclusion might not necessarily, like I would say, after reading like writing your rules, writing your issues, a lot of times your conclusion might be different from whatever the examiner has in mind, but you will not be penalized for it, because even if you notice in the Supreme Court, there are 5 judges sitting on a case and there will be dissenting judgments. So it shows that everybody don't have to come to the same conclusion. It means that you are reasoning, like they will just look at all your reasoning, look at your issues that you have identified, look at your rules that you're using to back it up, look at your application, and then your conclusion. And that's how you get your points. So it is not as difficult as people make it seem. Make sure that you have that at the back of your mind. And what you have to bear in mind is time management. So time management is really important. By time management, I don't mean you should start freaking out about, oh, I'm already passing 1 hour for the first question, I have 3 more questions to go. No, it's just trying to ensure that you attempt every single question, because if you don't attempt, if you spend all your time on just 2 questions, it's not going to give you more than the allotted points, right? So you have to make sure you attempt every single question. If you feel like you're running out of time, I would say just write the major points for that answer and leave a space and then jump to the next one. Write the major points, highlights of the points, jump to the next one. And then when you're through, if you have more time, then come back and fleshing up all those other ones. Because if you focus all your time on the first 2 questions, and the first questions is 50, the truth is you already failed, because you're not going to get all the 50 points from the 2 questions. But if you can attempt every single question, and it carries probably 25 marks each for 4 questions, and you attempt, you might be surprised that you get 15 here, 15 here, 15 all through, and then you get 60 and you already passed. Do you understand what I'm saying? So do not waste your time on, all you have to do is make sure you follow the IRAC, IRAC. Issues, rules, application, conclusion. Leave a space, go to the next one, do that, and then come back to fleshing all of those things up. Don't waste your time on 2 questions. I did that in my first exam that as I said, I spent like maybe an hour and a half on the first question, and I didn't even finish the first question because I kept writing every single thing I know. It's very easy for you to get carried away, because as I said, it's open book, and then you keep writing, oh yeah, that's another point, that's another point, and then I realized that I was still on first question. That's ridiculous. So I had to leave it, and then at the end of the day, I was only able to conclude, I think, 3 questions out of 4. And that stuck in my head. I was like, oh, I shouldn't make this mistake again. And I changed my strategy. The second day, 3rd, 4th, 5th day, because I did 5 questions, 5 exams, Monday to Friday. So don't make that mistake. It's very important. Otherwise, it's going to steal all your time. Then I think the final one I have for today, this might have a part 2, so I might be talking more, because this majorly, I feel like most of this advice will apply more to the NCE exams than the LSO exams, because it's very because the LSO exams are multiple choice questions, so how you would tackle it would be different from things I'm saying. It doesn't mean that it doesn't apply, but I feel like it's more suitable for people writing NCE exams. So the final thing I have to talk about is treat this exam as a regular exam. Do not treat it as open book. I feel like the word open book always messes people up. Don't treat it as open book. Treat it like a regular exam that you don't have to look at your book. This is why. Immediately I get to the exam hall and I set my papers or my materials, my resources that I'm going to be using, and I set them in a certain way that is easy for me to, flip through and then write exams. Once the question comes up and they say you can start writing, people start opening books right away, looking for stuff like, what are you haven't even read the question, so what are you looking for? Is it that bad? You've been preparing for exams. Is it that bad that you cannot write anything like by heart? Because at the end of the day, flipping books takes a lot of time. It's going to steal all your time. So what do? Read the questions. If you find a question that you can easily tackle without looking at your book, do that one first. Time is money. just look at it. Okay, this I can answer without flipping through my books. This I can answer those ones first. Leave little spaces, 4 lines, 5 lines at the bottom of it, so that you can freshen it up later. And then when you find yourself a little bit stuck, then start opening the books. Don't just open it right away, because people waste too much time. Especially I see people bringing like a big bag of books, resources, and then they're flipping and flipping and flipping, and they haven't written anything down. So the word open book, I feel, is confusing a lot of people. You don't have to open the book if you don't need to, right? So when you need to, read through the questions. If you see something that you can answer easy peasy lemon squeezy, quickly answer those first. Leave some gap at the bottom of it so you can freshen it up later, but there should be something that you should be able to tackle on your own without flipping through the book. Then after that, go back to the books, flip through the books to, write the ones that you don't know, and then the ones that you already that you wrote by heart, try to confirm. If you have more time, try to confirm, okay, is this actually what it should be? But flipping through the book right from inception, it wastes a lot of time. It does more harm than good, and I feel like that should be your takeaway. Okay, study for your exams as if it is not an open book. Like going to the exam knowing that at least I should be able to answer half of it without flipping through my books. But if you're already thinking, well, it's open book, I'm going to go there and flip through books, you will open the book and you don't even know what you're looking for. Like, what am I looking for? Where's the answer? Because the answer is not in your book. You have to know what's in your book to be able to know where to open, to be able to now know how to apply it to the question that you have at hand. So I'm going to be leaving you there for today. There will be a part 2, and it might be more of LSO licensing, barrister and solicitor preparation. And I'm going to tell you what I did. It worked for me, and I hope it works for you too. So remember, share this video, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, comment. And remember, I have social media. I have you can follow me on Instagram at That Proud Black Woman. You can follow me on my Facebook page at That Proud Black Woman. You can also follow me on Twitter at That Proud Black 2. Okay, thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. I hope you love the view that I have behind me. So that, as I said, I'm at Niagara Falls, and this is my hotel. This is the view. So I thought, let me just use that opportunity to make a video before I go for my birthday dinner. So make sure you have a fun weekend as well. Bye.